unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I like them too. Very unfortunate, but won't be no.
Life feels lighter when you're with someone who truly compliments you. Every relationship has its highs and lows, but facing life's challenges with the right partner makes the burden easier to carry. They build you up, share in your victories, and help you weather storms together. Conversely, being with the wrong person can turn even simple struggles into heavy, exhausting battles. They drain your energy, chip away at your confidence, and leave you questioning your own worth. Over time, you might even start losing sight of yourself, a loss that can cut deeper than any external hardship. Looking back on my own choices, I can honestly say I might not make the same ones again. But I also can't promise that I wouldn't. I've worked hard to avoid unnecessary drama. Yet, guilt occasionally lingers. And when roles are reversed, people's judgment feels unbearably harsh, as if your mistakes define you entirely. It's a difficult, unfair weight to carry. Many women speak of faith as a guiding light, and I respect that personal journey. For me, though, it often feels like the world waits to comment whenever something in my life goes wrong. In those moments, it's hard to see hope or a way forward. Even in the best relationships, struggles are inevitable. But with the right person, challenges feel manageable. You respect. Yet, when you're the only one holding the pieces together, exhaustion sets in, self-doubt creeps in, and your confidence starts to waver. That emotional weight is draining and real. Recognizing when a relationship turns toxic is crucial. If stress, anxiety, and sadness dominate, it may be time to step back and reassess. I've learned from my past that surrounding yourself with supportive, positive people can restore your strength and sense of self-worth. Everyone deserves a partner who lifts them up, not someone who drags them down. Mistakes are painful, but they carry lessons. Growth rarely comes easily, but it comes genuinely. My focus now is on staying grounded, trusting my instincts, and letting go of a partnership where both individuals share dreams, celebrate successes, and uplift one another. I've learned to trust myself, refuse to settle, and seek the kind of love that nurtures growth and joy. Somewhere out there, the right partner exists, and with them, life storms feel easier to face. Of course, people will always talk, sometimes under the guise of concern or care, sometimes simply out of curiosity. Take Papoose, for instance. He's widely admired for his unwavering patience, loyalty, and dedication to Remy Ma. When Remy received a monumental $30 million spousal support award, the moment was more than financial. It carried emotional validation, a testament to the resilience they'd shown together. Papoose, who had stood by her side through legal battles, personal struggles, and the pressures of the music industry, was deeply moved. Even during her incarceration, he never left her side. His pride, relief, and emotional overwhelm were visible, proof of a love forged through trials. The courtroom moment wasn't about money. It symbolized their shared endurance, faith, and devotion. In quiet reflection afterward, Papoose swirled online alleging Papoose was unfaithful to Remy Ma with boxing champion Clarissa Shields. Such speculation ignites chaos, reminding us how relationships, even the strongest ones, can face scrutiny and confusion. Being with the wrong person or experiencing betrayal can shatter trust, bring regret, and make you question everything you thought you knew. Into this heated drama stepped Kirk Frost, a familiar figure in the public eye who didn't hold back in defending Papoose. He labeled Remy Ma hypocrite while praising Papoose for staying calm under pressure. Kirk went further, accusing Remy of being manipulative and toxic, claiming she played games that undermined their relationship. Naturally, his comments only stoked the flames of an already intense situation. For years, Remy and Papoose had been admired as one of hip-hop's strongest couples, steadfast and supportive through every challenge. Yet recently cracks began to appear. The Who only saw fragments of the truth. Kirk's involvement complicated matters further. Some praised him for standing by Papoose, while others criticized him for stepping into a private battle. Social media erupted with opinions, debates, and judgments, most from people who had little real understanding of what went on behind closed doors. Relationships are rarely simple, and headlines rarely tell the whole story. As the allegations involving Clarissa Shields circulated, fans were left shocked and heartbroken. Many had admired the couple for their loyalty, so witnessing tension between them was painful. Social media quickly became a battleground, with some defending Papoose and others condemning him. Meanwhile, Remy spoke out, trying to share her perspective while clearly grappling with the emotional toll of the breakup. Trust and communication form the foundation of any healthy relationship. Once loved ones who once looked to them as a symbol of strength, it's important to remember that the public only sees snippets of their lives. Judging from rumors alone rarely captures the full complexity of a relationship. Whether they reconcile or part ways, both Remy and Papoose deserve peace and happiness, and life is too short to dwell on negativity. The drama didn't stop there. Last year, whispers linked Remy to underground battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, a close friend of Papoose. Remy maintained her innocence, flipping the narrative and hinting that Papoose had his own indiscretions. Then a leaked private call intensified the situation. Allegedly, Papoose fell asleep on a call with Clarissa Shields, and when Ray's voice was heard, Clarissa immediately hung up. Remy later shot back at Clarissa, tweeting "You're not the only one who struggles with courage." Clarissa retaliated with a sharp response, pointing out that while she isn't 45 yet, Remy, at 29, wasn't aging like fine wine. She also implied Papoose ignored calls because he revealed he had requested a divorce on several occasions, but Remy had taken to social media instead of handling matters privately. Papoose explained that he had remained quiet to protect their daughter, but now felt compelled to defend himself. To add fuel to the fire, he shared a photo of Remy standing beside Easy, the Block Captain, sparking further speculation and dividing fans. What began as a breakup transformed into a full-blown public storm of accusations, loyalty disputes, and heartbreak. Whether they reconcile or move on, the lessons from this saga will likely follow them for years. Last Christmas, as Papoose spent time with his daughter, the controversy intensified. Remy openly criticized him for moving on with a new partner. Kirk Frost once again stepped in defending Papoose, and calling out Remy for portraying herself as a victim despite her own actions. Fans rallied online in support of Papoose, agreeing that he didn't deserve the constant drama. Papoose himself added fuel to the fire, posting "Now that I've moved on, she's angry and inventing lies. I told her we could handle this. Divorce like adults, but she refuses. She even begged she's a woman and that had the roles been reversed, Papoose would have been judged far more harshly." Then Lil Scrappy unexpectedly entered the conversation. Known for speaking his mind, Scrappy voiced support for Papoose. "Risk. You know they love you, bro. There are still real women out there who value loyalty." It was a moment that shook the hip-hop world. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose have been celebrated as one of the genre's most steadfast couples. A partnership built on loyalty, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment. Even during Remy's time in prison, Papoose remained by her side, supporting her career, and showing the world what devotion in a marriage truly looked like. But that powerful image began to fracture. Rumors of infidelity, public confrontations, and emotional conflicts turned their breakup into a very public spectacle. The tension escalated when whispers, accusing him of having a relationship with boxing champion Clarissa Shields. The controversy surrounding Remy Ma and Papoose had already been simmering for months when a new wave of drama broke across social media. Screenshots allegedly showing Papoose dozing off during a video call with Clarissa began circulating online, instantly becoming the latest fuel for an already raging firestorm. The images were blurry, inconsistent, and impossible to confirm, yet people didn't hesitate to judge. Instead of calming things down, Remy responded with a sharp jab that caught everyone off guard. She hinted that Papoose had been unfaithful while they were still sharing a home, implying that his emotional loyalty had shifted long before the public realized their relationship was in trouble. Her tone wasn't subtle. It was accusatory, wounded, and filled with the kind of bitterness that only comes from unresolved resentment. Fans reacted within minutes. The backlash was swift and fierce because many felt Remy was speaking from a place of hypocrisy. They hadn't forgotten the rumors about her own situation with another man, and the public had always believed that her romantic entanglements had contributed to the strain in the marriage. Social media quickly divided into two loud factions. One defending Remy and insisting she had every right to call out Papoose's questionable behavior, and another accusing her of refusing to take responsibility for her own actions. The moment Clarissa Shields stepped into the conversation, things took an even harsher turn. Clarissa tossed out a blunt remark about Remy's age and appearance, a comment clearly designed to sting, and the internet exploded again. Every platform was flooded with reposts, reaction videos, and commentary channels breaking down each line as if they were analyzing a championship boxing match. Throughout all of this turbulence, Papoose remained surprisingly quiet. He had built a reputation over the years for being level-headed, loyal, and deeply protective of his family. Many assumed he would simply brush off the accusations, maintain dignity, and keep the drama away from the public. But everyone has limits. And when Remy's comments grew sharper and more personal, especially the ones pushing the narrative that he had betrayed her first, Papoose finally snapped. In a rare emotional moment, he responded publicly, calling Remy a narcissist and claiming she had engaged in multiple affairs behind his back. For longtime fans who viewed their relationship as a symbol of commitment and patience, his words felt like a shocking rupture. He didn't stop there. Papoose released messages suggesting that Remy had once asked him to lie about a physical altercation, creating an entirely new layer of controversy. The revelation shook people who had admired their marriage as a love story built on loyalty and sacrifice. Suddenly, the narrative shifted, and many began questioning everything they thought they knew about the couple. Was Remy the victim? Was Papoose? Or were they both entangled in a cycle of hurt, distrust, and unresolved wounds that had festered for far too long? Kirk Frost, who had always been close to Papoose, stepped in publicly to defend him. He spoke in interviews and online posts, praising Papoose as a man who had dedicated years of his life to supporting Remy. Through her legal battles, through emotional storms, through career struggles, and through every challenge most couples never face, Kirk emphasized that Papoose had never wavered, never stopped providing, never abandoned his vows even when things were difficult. The way Kirk framed it, Papoose had given everything, and the double standards surrounding the breakup were painfully unfair. Fans echoed his sentiments, pointing out that Remy had moved on emotionally, or at least appeared to, long before Papoose even considered starting another relationship. One fan summarized